Friday night baseball from the Twin Cities. Target Field in downtown Minneapolis. Tonight, the first of this three-game weekend series between the Detroit Tigers and the Minnesota Twins. It's Twins baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Irvin Santana, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. What's your take on him, EK?
Well, guys, not a big strikeout pitcher here on the mound, so expect to see a lot of balls put in play, defense being very involved. Should be fun to watch.
Jose Iglesias heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Shortstop, number 1.
First of 3 here on a Friday night as the first pitch is in there for strike 1. And EK, we take a look at the Twins as they begin play here tonight. They're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
And they come into this one fresh off a 3-game sweep to start the homestand, so they'll be looking to keep their winning ways going here.
Throw on to first in time, 1 away. So a moment now to take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Detroit Tigers. What's the key for them to win this series opener, Steve?
You got to be swinging at good pitches. Avoid wasting at bats by going out of the strike zone on this guy.
Justin Upton steps in hoping to get things going at the plate. You can see it's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Rosario is there. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. And with that, let's give you a look at how the Twins stack up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, their starter has a ton of strikeouts, among the league leaders. That sometimes leads to some complacency out in the field. They're going to have to stay on their toes, be ready, because they will be involved.
Miguel Cabrera will take his first swings here, and as you can see, not a lot going right for him offensively here in this first month of the year. Santana looks in. First pitch on the way. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. You got to figure that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with 2 out and nobody on all night long.
So would the guy on the mound.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. And there are the umpires working this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Patrick Johnson.
Yeah, Patty Johnson back there. Good umpire. I know some pitchers have felt the squeeze at times on the corners, but I still think he does a good job of rewarding guys for making good pitches.
Now a swing, and he pops it foul behind the plate. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Tigers. Tigers nothing. Twins coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Anibal Sanchez, the right-hander from Venezuela, gets the starting nod in this one. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, guys, if you take a look at that whip, you can see he's been struggling all year long. A lot of base runners.
Brian Dozier comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The second baseman, number 2, Brian Dozier.
Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. Eric, these Tigers, as they begin play here tonight, they come in trying to rebound after a loss that snapped a modest 3-game winning streak.
And they come into this one off a 5-3 homestand. Pretty good overall, but they're going to need to keep it going because they've got a tough stretch of games coming up.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Smoke toward third. Taken in by Castellanos. A quick out number 1. A chance now from Target Field to take a look at the Twins lineup in this one. Steve, what's the key for him here tonight?
I think you really have to focus on what the pitcher's going to give you. If he's going to pitch you away, you got to go the other way. That way you can string together a few hits to put up some crooked numbers in this game.
Danny Santana will dig in now. And as you can see, he's right up there in the American League batting race, currently second entering play.
Well, it's still early in this season, but if he keeps this up, he's going to be looking to get paid in the offseason. His contract is up after this year.
Oh, and he looks like he's swinging a garden hose out there as this is cut on and missed for strike 1.
And for as bad as he missed that pitch, you can bet we're going to see that again before this at-bat's over.
Hit hard towards center, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Well, you better have to pay attention to this guy right now. He is heating it up. 7 straight games now with that hit.
Kurt Suzuki takes his first shot here with a runner at first now and 1 away. And he lays off there 1-0.
And right about now, you got to know as a hitter that you're going to see a heavy dose of that splitter. That's a good take up there to get ahead.
And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0.
This is a guy whose numbers are on the rise, and this is a big reason why. 2 close pitches, 2 good takes, and now he's in a great hitter's count, 2-0.
Ready with the 2-0 pitch. Grounded to third. This could be 2. Castellanos is there. Kinsler for 1. On to Cabrera at first. It's a twin killing, and the side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. We're off to the second, scoreless on the show. J.D. Martinez will stand in, and he was among the many who failed to record a base hit in the loss yesterday.
Well, it seems like it's going from bad to worse. He had a bad day yesterday, and he's hitting under 200 in his last 10.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. Santana gets the sign. 0-1 pitch on its way. Down the third baseline. But this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Slider. Ooh, thought he had him, but it's 1-2. Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Batting fifth, the designated hitter,
Victor Martinez will stand in, and he wasn't much of a factor yesterday as he took an 0 for 4 in the loss.
Well, guys, he's really been scuffling lately, hitting under 250 over his last 10 games. So he's going to be looking to turn this thing around sometime soon.
Here's a good fastball that time as Santana jumps ahead, 0-1.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball, 1-1. High in the air out to center field. Santana moves over. And he makes the catch for the second out.
Batting sixth, second baseman, Ian Kinsler.
Ian Kinsler will stand in for the first time now. Currently 7th in the American League in hitting.
And not bad for a second baseman. There are some good ones, but second base isn't typically where you'd expect to have one of your best hitters.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Nope,
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Chopped weakly to the left. Plouffe comes up with it. Throw on to Mauer will be in time, and that retires the side. So very nice work there by Santana. Still 0-0. Miguel Sano strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat because you know he has big-time power.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. And he's set down, 1 away. With a moment now, let's take a look at the defense for the Detroit Tigers. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, Matty, Ian Kinsler, for me, is one of the most underrated second basemen in all of baseball. He's got great range, does a great job of positioning himself, always makes a routine play, makes acrobatic play, turns the ball great at second base. He's a huge advantage for a pitching staff.
Into the windup and the pitch. This one's blooped out toward right center field. Kinsler onto the grass, 2 down.
He's going right through him here in the second. That's 2 pitches and 2 outs. And, you know, quick innings like this early on, that can really pay off later in the game.
Eduardo Escobar will stand in, and you can see that early season average up into the high 300s now.
Well, right now he's in the prime of his career, so these are the years you'd really expect to see the best of what a guy's going to have to offer.
That ball's headed for the gap in left center. He's got a base hit, possibly more. Around first, on his way to second now.
Batting seventh, first baseman,
Joe Mauer will stand in for the first time now, and he'll do so as the 4th leading hitter in the American League.
And he's in the top 5 in runs scored, too, so he's a big part of this offense.
And good movement on the fastball there from Sanchez as he jumps ahead with strike 1. And a look there at the American League leaders in that batting race. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Swing and a high pop-up back onto the outfield grass now. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More in a moment on the show, the Friday Night Showcase. Jared Saltalamacchia will stand in now to lead things off. 7, 8, and 9 here to start the third inning.
And maybe one of these guys can break this string of 6 straight retired to start the ball game.
Santana's ready. Here's the first pitch. Check to swing there and pops this one up. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. That's in there. And he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Grounded up the first baseline. Mauer's there. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
Batting 8, third baseman, Nick Castellanos.
Nick Castellanos will dig in now. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest.
Well, yesterday he just kept things rolling. You know, he's had 8 RBIs in his last 10 games. I got to take that.
And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Wow, what a good time to take something off of that pitch. And they had him fooled pretty good on that one.
Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
And here you go, one more time. You keep making quality pitches, you keep getting quality outs. And that pitch right there on the outside corner, there's just not a whole lot you can do with that pitch.
Cameron Maben will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. That's on the corner to put him behind now. 1-2. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning. 2-2 count. Here it comes. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Trevor Plouffe will dig in now. He had 3 hits in that ball game on Wednesday.
Third baseman, Trevor Plouffe.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Maben is there. Looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone.
Batting 9th, left fielder.
And with the first month of the season rapidly drawing to a close, here's a look at our upcoming schedule into the first week of May. Eddie Rosario will stand in, 1 for 4 back in Wednesday's contest. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
Well, that one's at 94, so the velocity's good right now.
Not the greatest at-bat thus far as he misses that pitch in the dirt and falls behind 0-2 now.
Oh, just a little over-anxious right there. I guess he figured he had a pretty good gauge on that fastball, and he hoped he'd see it again, but he got the curveball instead.
Nope, that's a ball.
And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
On 0-2, if that's a curveball, a changeup, a sinker, then maybe you get a guy to chase. But it's much easier to lay off a pitch down there when it's a straight fastball.
Hit hard to the right side. Foul. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Line drive to center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
The second baseman, number 2, Brian.
Here's that sequence again. They get ahead with strike 1, then a swinging strike 2 has him deep in the hole, but then that's a good take on 0-2. You follow that with a good pitcher's pitch that he fights off and fouls away, and then he just sits on this 5th pitch and bam, solid base hit.
Brian Dozier will dig in again. He grounded out to start the home first.
Not really a good at-bat there. Forget getting out, but he didn't see any pitches as well.
He's set. Here it comes. And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
Fastball at 94 miles an hour, and it's 1-1.
Oh, and that's a good fastball right there. He might have been thinking about protecting against that sinker.
And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
Now you got to beware of that sinker. I mean, he'd take a strikeout right now, but I think he still just wants this guy to hit the ball on the ground.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
Now the question, do you send the guy on 3-2 with 1 out? You figure you're going to get something around the plate.
And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away.
Yeah, that's nice to see a little patience up there. These guys have been what I would call overly aggressive these first few innings. Finally, somebody's figured out the importance of maybe taking a pitch or two.
Coming to the plate now, Danny Santana. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Line towards center field. And that's in there. Base hit. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with 1 away.
Boy, it's only the 3rd inning here, and he's already given up more hits so far than he did in his entire start last time out. He hasn't been able to reproduce what he had going on last time, at least not to this point.
Kurt Suzuki will dig in here with the bases loaded now and a chance to really do some damage.
He's been tough to deal with this year. He's second on the team in RBIs, so this is a golden opportunity.
Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. It's going to take a lot of guile to work out of this one.
Well, he's got plenty in reserve. This would need to be a magic act, no doubt.
And he falls behind 0-2. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Heading out towards shallow right. Martinez has a read on it, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. And never much of a chance to even think about scoring there. What a big second out.
I just didn't get enough of that one to get that run home, so that's probably a wise decision to hold at third.
Miguel Sano steps into the box now, and he does so in what feels like what will be an important moment in this one. Bases loaded, tie score.
Yeah, guys, and it's always nice to play with that early lead, so we'll see if he can get it done right here.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. Hot shot on the ground is short. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Jose Iglesias will stand in to begin their half of the 4th, with his guys still looking for their first hit of the ballgame.
Yeah, still looking for their first base runner, too. 9 up, 9 down.
Hit hard to short. To his left, Escobar. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Now batting.
And so after getting the ground ball with the fastball on that last pitch, that'll segue perfectly to our pitch speed comparison for these 2 starters. And you can see that both guys are well into the 90s, 95 on one hand and just 2 miles an hour slower on the other. Justin Upton is at the plate now, flied out in his first at-bat.
Well, at least he was able to get it into the outfield, and that's more than most of his teammates can say so far.
Good movement there on the fastball as Santana gets ahead 0-1.
You know, I can't help but notice how much he's getting ahead of the hitters right now. I'm told he's throwing around 80% first pitch strikes. That's way above average.
And Upton swings and misses on a good pitch that time, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
Real good lateral movement on that 2-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that. So just keep on throwing it.
Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. And Upton won't chase that one. It's 1-2. No runs, no hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4.
Man, and not only has he not allowed a hit to this point, but he's also faced the minimum so far. You can't do much better than that.
Miguel Cabrera will stand in here, the reigning batting champion in the American League. Santana steps into the windup. First pitch on its way. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss as he ran that in on him. A ball and 2 strikes. It seems like we've seen a lot of guys late on the fastball tonight.
And he's not throwing all that hard either. But when he throws it off the other pitches, that's where it makes it a little more difficult.
Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. Down in order go the Tigers. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Eduardo Nunez is set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning.
Well, they still don't have any runs on the board yet, so getting this leadoff man on base would be huge.
And that misses inside 1-0. In for a strike, it's 1-1. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? No, a little too much hook on it there. It's a foul ball. The 1-2 pitch. And that misses 2-2. Hard liner toward short. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
I tell you, that one's coming in fast, but it's going out faster. Does he square this one up or what? You bet he does.
Eduardo Escobar standing in as he's swinging first pitch and sends a line drive out to left center. And this is going to find the alley as he might have himself his second double of the ball game. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Well, he'd been doing a really good job of working corner to corner, but this is one of the first pitches we've seen that kind of found the middle of the plate, and it's going to cost him a run as this will wind up being an RBI double.
Joe Mauer is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout. Shot towards second. And that's through into center field. Base hit. Oh, and he runs right through the stop sign. But this is well up the line, and he's safe at home plate.
Third baseman.
And now time is called here as their pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound to discuss how they want to attack things here. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Trevor Plouffe. He flew out in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. A ball hit hard to the left side, but gloved by the third baseman for the out.
Hey, you got to be quick down there. It's the hot corner. Seems like a third baseman, most of the plays you have, it's either on you in a heartbeat or it's a slow roller. Not a whole lot of plays in between, but he stays with it to make the play there.
Stepping in now, Eddie Rosario. Hard hit towards center. Maben is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
The second baseman, number 2, Brian Dozier.
Brian Dozier stands in, reached on a walk in his last trip. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
The batter, center fielder, Danny Santana.
Well, he's hoping to just get out of this 4th inning and maybe try to regroup for the 5th. But this is now 8 hits he's allowed already, so he's got to be running out of chances to turn things around.
Danny Santana digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and just another simple single to the outfield here would be big for these guys. It could score 2.
He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball one. Now the Tigers have some action in the bullpen as a left-hander starts to get loose. 1-0 pitch on the way. Hit hard to short, but this will find the shortstop's glove for the third out of the inning. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. More in a moment on the show, the Friday Night Showcase. J.D. Martinez heads for the box to start off the fifth in this one.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Here's a good fastball that time as Santana jumps ahead, 0-1. Well, that pitch isn't going to light up the radar gun, but it's been effective.
Well, it doesn't have to. If you get that good movement and put it in the right spot, it's plenty good enough to do the job.
0-1 count and the pitch. A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2.
And this battery knows full well that this guy's been scuffling lately. So they're not messing around here. They're coming right after him.
Trying to strike him out for the second time. Oh, and they pulled the string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for the second time tonight.
Not only has he rung up a lot of strikeouts, but he still hasn't walked a batter to this point. So his control has been really, really spot on so far.
Here's the switch hitting Victor Martinez. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle, it's 0-1.
Yeah, and I don't think I'd be in any big hurry to challenge this guy again. I'd see if I could make him go out of the zone, maybe chase a bad pitch.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Some would say he's showing good patience here, waiting for his pitch. But as a number 5 hitter, I think you need to make something happen.
Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Here it comes on 0-2. And another foul ball. Slow little grounder left side. Plouffe bare hands it. Got him.
Oh, what a play.
The batter, number 3.
A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the 5th. Ian Kinsler digs in with his team still looking at a 0 in the hit column.
Yeah, they just haven't been able to figure it out yet, but it's still early. We're seeing some pretty good pitching so far in this game.
And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
And he misses low with it, 2-0.
No strike.
A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Suzuki gonna have to hurry. Throw on to Mauer will be in time, and that retires the side. And something about this outing so far is beginning to look awfully familiar, especially in regards to that hit column. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Kurt Suzuki comes to the plate as we get started here in the
Leading off
bottom
for
of the
Twins,
fifth.
catcher, Kurt Suzuki.
Back at it is Sanchez as he moves ahead of the leadoff man here. 0-1. There's his total now, just into his fifth inning of work. Nothing too out of the ordinary there.
No, the pitch count's the least of his worries. If his guys don't get him any runs, I don't think it'll matter all that much.
Under it is Maben now as he pulls it in for the first out.
Well, he's 0 for 3 now in the ball game, and
Miguel.
I think I can tell you why. If you're not a power hitter, you need to hit down on the ball. Try and drive things. This guy doesn't have enough muscle to hit home runs consistently, so he's wind up his routine flyouts.
Miguel Sano stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. Sanchez gets his sign. Here's the first pitch. Oh, and this fastball is belted to deep left center field. Does he have enough to get out of here? Yes, a home run. So a solo shot here to left center field. Home run number 9 on the year as the Twins have made it a 3-0 ball game.
I tell you, that's the perfect storm there. A power pitcher on the mound throwing a hard fastball to a power hitter at the plate. He takes a big swing and squares it perfectly. I mean, that's as long a home run as you're going to see.
Some action now in the Tigers bullpen as they'll get a left-hander and a right-hander up to throw. Now another one hit deep to left. Ranging back is Maben. Gone! Back-to-back jacks on back-to-back pitches. So a solo shot here to left center field as the Twins are looking good here, up 4-0.
Well, this place just hasn't stopped buzzing from the last home run. Now, all of a sudden, one pitch later, you're watching another guy take a trot around the bases. Well, that just shows you can't take any pitches off in this game.
Eduardo Escobar standing in as he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. On to first, and there were 2 down.
First baseman number 7, Joe Mauer.
Joe Mauer will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far. Here comes the first pitch. Grounded back up the middle. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit. So make it 2 hits for him now on the night as this one finds its way into center. And you can see right there he currently holds the top spot in that category on this Minnesota ball club.
Yeah, and when a guy can post numbers like that, his teammates just expect him to produce game after game. He's a hit machine for them.
Trevor Plouffe will take another shot here. He's flied out and lined out in 2 trips.
Well, 0 for 2, but he's taken some decent hacks. Could see a better result in this at-bat.
And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Cabrera is going to have room as he puts it away right in front of the dugout for the final out of the inning. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. 5 innings complete. Minnesota leads this one 4-0. Jared Saltalamacchia will stride in here to get the Tigers started in their half of the 6th.
Still pretty early, but they don't have any hits yet, so you need to get it going offensively.
Good movement there on the fastball as Santana gets ahead 0-1.
For that man right there, you need look back only to his last start to see a performance like the one he's shown here so far.
And well on his way to another great outing. And that's what you get when you mix your speeds and throw a lot of strikes.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Santana has a beat on it. Makes the play, 1 away.
And all through this winning streak of theirs, we've seen some great starting pitching, and this has been another very good performance. Good enough to most likely keep that winning streak going.
1 away, and here's the third baseman, Nick Castellanos. First pitch on its way. And they'll start him with a fastball that misses down and away for a ball. 1-0. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. No runs, no hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Set to deal on 2-2. Ball 3. 3-2 now. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. No walks yet. Here's the delivery. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
And a lot of times, you might say, 4-run lead, we'll make that up. But I tell you, the way he's throwing the ball right now, they might be fortunate just to get 1 run off him.
Into the box now, Cameron Maybin. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
And this is part of why he's had a lot of success so far. He's done a lot of work on the edges and stayed out of the middle of the strike zone.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out. So it might be time to begin the countdown as he's now gone through 6 innings without allowing a base hit. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. They trail here 4-0. Bruce Rondon will come on now as he'll start out the bottom of the 6th.
Number 43, Bruce Rondon.
Eddie Rosario will stand in now to lead things off in the Minnesota 6th. And it looks like a right-hander's gotten up to throw in the Tiger bullpen. First pitch misses here to the leadoff man in the inning. The number 9 hitter in the lineup. It's ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. And this one runs a little too far in. Ball 2.
I'll give him this. He's not intimidated up there. That was inside. Close to triple digits. He didn't even flinch.
Two-one. Here it is. And a good pitch there as he got him to go after one in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Boy, when he's got that thing going good, it just takes a nosedive right at the end.
All even at 2-2. Here it is. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Kinsler's there for it. And a close play at first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step for out number 1.
And this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He doesn't really have a chance to set himself up, so this is all arm, but he makes it look routine.
Here's Brian Dozier now, as he tries to go out and get the slider, but it's not there. It's strike 1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. One out, nobody on. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. This is hit high and deep out to left. Upton going back. Gone! It's a solo shot here from Brian Dozier. Home run number 9 on the year, and the Twins have extended their lead to 5-0.
This is just a fastball right here, but I'm pretty sure it's not where he wanted it. This has got some elevation to it, and that's one of those where you know it's going to be a home run as soon as you let go of it.
Now batting, center fielder, Danny
Into the box now, Danny Santana, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0.
And that fastball of his definitely catches your attention, I mean, especially when it's on the inner half.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Lined hard toward right center, and he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The minute he hits that, he's thinking it's a base hit all the way, but it's one of those situations where you get penalized for hitting the ball too hard. And this stayed up long enough to find the outfielder's glove out there.
Into the box, Kurt Suzuki. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball, 1-0. Two out, nobody on. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. One for the Twins on this swing by Brian Dozier. Top of the order due up to start the 7th, and the lead is now 5-0. Welcome back to Target Field here in Minneapolis. Twins on top in this one as we take a look now at our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Jose Iglesias will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ball game.
Just a little off on his earlier swings, guys. He's got to keep that top hand palm up through contact to keep him rolling over.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Behind on that one. Now behind in the count. 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind. 0-2. Looking for his 10th strikeout.
Nope.
Tried to work it back to that low inside corner, but it misses. 1-2.
And this is going back to the pattern he's been using here lately. Set him up inside and then get him out with pitches away.
And he strikes him out here. So that's out number 1 here in the 7th as he continues to keep him out of the hit column. All right, folks, montage alert. Here you get a look at his performance so far. 10 strikeouts for him in the ball game as he continues to just plow right through this lineup one after another. Here's Justin Upton now. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Oh, he's really kept himself in the game here by throwing first pitch strikes to about 70% of the batters he's faced. That's kept him in the ball game and kept his team in the ball game.
1 out, nobody on. Could we see another strikeout here? It's 0-2 now.
It's the 7th inning. It looks like he's just jumped into the ball game. A strikeout to start things, and now an 0-2 count.
The 0-2 home. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Here's the 0-2. Got him. So that's the 2nd out of the inning, and he's 7 outs away now.
And sometimes this is all you have to do. Throw a ton of strikes and keep the ball in the yard. It's worked for him so far.
Miguel Cabrera will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ball game so far.
Well, we've been talking about it a lot, but this offense is just getting shut down right now. And we've seen some really fantastic pitching in this one.
Here's the first pitch to him. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Well, you know, if there's anybody in this lineup capable of getting a rally started, this is the guy right here.
Here's a little chopper up the middle. Dozier barehands it. Got him.
Oh, love it.
7 no-hit innings now as he closes in on his masterpiece. 7th inning stretch upcoming here in the Twin Cities. The Twins are in front, 5-0. Alex Wilson will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home 7th.
Alex Wilson.
Miguel Sano We'll stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here, a solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ballgame to this point. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Grounded down the third baseline, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Here it comes, 0-2. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
And I think that might have been a little bit of a purpose pitch right there up in the zone. Now I think he's going to come back down with something to try to get that strikeout.
Swung on and hit in the air down the left field line. Upton's under it. And that's the first out of the inning.
The designated hitter, number 9, Eduardo Nunez.
Eduardo Nunez ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that third hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Line hard to center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out.
You know, it's always great to have a speedy center fielder out there that can cover some ground for you. But in this case, it wasn't really needed. This ball winds up pretty much right at him for the out.
Eduardo Escobar standing in, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. Called strike 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Swing and a liner, but foul. Two out, nobody on. Right on that pitch that time as he wraps it into center field, a base hit.
Yeah, he's swinging a pretty hot bat here. 3 for 4 now after the base hit. And that wasn't a little bleeder. That ball was smoked.
So here's Joe Mauer. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. The set and the 1-0 pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Upton is under it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Twins wind up stranding 1. But they hold a 5-0 lead. Leading off the inning, J.D. Martinez. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Still no hits on the board for these guys, and we are seeing some great pitching in this one.
Here's Santana right back at it now as he jumps ahead of the leadoff man. It's 0-1.
That might have been his best swing of the night there. He was right on it.
Swing and a line drive. Foul. And he struck him out for the first out of the inning, but perhaps more importantly, he's 5 outs away now.
And just another outstanding pitch right there. And it's not easy to do with so much on the line here in the 8th inning. But he's now down to his final 5 outs.
Victor Martinez will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far.
Well, guys, if you split the difference between the fly ball and the grounder he's put in play, you've got a nice line drive. So maybe we'll witness that right here.
Into the seats, 0-1. Right side and right into the shift. Mauer is there, and he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Well, a huge out, number 2 here in the 8th. 4 big outs remain, but the finish line, it's starting to come into sight.
Ian Kinsler will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
First delivery to him on the way. Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike 1.
I like how he's approaching things here. He's got a good, safe lead, so he's not setting guys up for wasting a lot of pitches. He's coming right after everybody.
Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2.
He's feeling it now. I mean, this is turning into a clinic out there.
Swing and a liner. And that's through for a base hit, and the no-hitter is gone. The throw into second, not in time, and he's in there with a double. So close, but with 1 swing of the bat, the no-hit bid ends here with 2 out in the 8th. Still a remarkable pitching performance nonetheless. Jared Saltalamacchia will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. Santana comes set. Here comes the first pitch. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. Well, we'll give you a look there at the graphic. That's now 7 doubles for him on the season. And Saltalamacchia swings right through that one as he's in the hole now, down 0-2.
And it looks like the scouting report says, work this guy away, and it's been paying off.
And whoever put together that scouting report did a real nice job, because this whole team hasn't done much offensively at all.
And here's a ball hit in the air. And this will wind up a foul ball. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Tigers leave 1. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Trevor Plouffe will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
First pitch of the at-bat. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. Drilled on the ground to short. Iglesias is up with it and reined in 1 away.
The left fielder.
Now these fans have been treated to a fine outing out of their hometown starter as we give you a look at the numbers here. A big 0 in the run column on the right-hand side of your screen. Eddie Rosario will step in, a ground-out victim as last time. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball one.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
This one's flared out toward left. Upton over to his left. 2 gone.
The second baseman, number 2, Brian Dozier.
Brian Dozier comes forward now. A home run in his last at-bat.
Well, that was a fastball that he hit then, so we'll see if they go after him with hard stuff again.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Castellanos in foul ground, and 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Down go the Twins in order as they're unable to add to their 5-0 lead. Downtown St. Paul there, not far from us here at Target Field as we're set to begin the 9th inning in this one. Nick Castellanos will stand in for the 3rd time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike.
The further this game goes along, you get the sense that sooner or later somebody's going to run into one of these fastballs and hit one out of here.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
You like the way this guy is just going about his business here. He's got a big lead, but he's pitching like it's a tie game here in the 9th.
Grounder down the line at 3rd, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Trying to strike him out for the 3rd time. Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the game. A reminder that coming up after the ball game tonight, we'll have full highlights of the game exclusively right here on the show. Cameron Maben will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ball game so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
A much better approach here at the plate so far. Well, he's not working from behind in the count like he has his first few at-bats.
Lays off, and it's 3-0.
And he's got a little bit of work to do now to avoid that first walk.
And he gets this fastball over, back to 3-1 now.
Yeah, a much better pitch there than the one he threw on 2-0.
And the count will be full. Got him. And that's number 15 for the ball game.
He continues to plow right through these guys. My man's working on a one-hit shutout.
Jose Iglesias will stand in now as their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th.
Yeah, just one final hurdle here before he finishes off the shutout.
And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike 1. Tapped out in front of home. Throw on to first here is going to do it, and the Twins have claimed the 4th consecutive victory here as this ball game is over.
Boy, what a performance of pitching that we just saw. He was so close to putting his name into the record books, but he's going to have to settle for that complete game one-hitter.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. And guys, you can't win if you can't score, so there's probably not a whole lot of debate about who'll take home Topps Player of the Game honors in this one.
You have to figure he'll probably be replaying that one hit he allowed over and over in his mind tonight. Nevertheless, he was absolutely brilliant on the mound all throughout.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Caro, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Twins are victorious in this one, 5-0. Good night from Minneapolis.